I'm DJ Britton, I'm a playwright, and I'm also a member of the creative writing staff at Swansea University. And I have with me Kelsey Richards, who recently graduated from our MA course in creative writing. The BBC traineeship that you've secured is much sought after. Tell us a little more about it.
Since leaving the MA in Swansea, I've got onto the trainee scheme in the BBC, which involves me working across a number of different production roles in TV and radio. I have 4-month placements across the whole of the UK, and so far I've been working in the Roselock Drama Village in Cardiff, working on flagship shows like Doctor Who, Casualty, a new children's show, Wizards vs Aliens, and at the moment I'm working in Radio 4 Interactive in London in Broadcasting House.
And you've been enjoying it?
I've loved it. It's been brilliant. It's been such an amazing experience, which I would never have had the confidence to apply for if I hadn't done the MA in Swansea. It taught me so much about dynamics. I was introduced to radio producers. I was encouraged to see different shows. I was taken to Bristol to see a BBC recording of The Hound of the Baskervilles. So it really introduced me to the world. And once I was there, I decided that's where I really wanted to stay.
Kelsey, you did both your BA and your MA at Swansea. What did studying at Swansea do for you?
I loved Swansea University. Straight from the visiting days, I attended an open day, and the course was great at undergrads, and I think Swansea's got a little bit of everything. It's got a really good art scene, it's got a good nightlife, it's got the beach, the academic world is fantastic, and everybody's a really close-knit group and community in Swansea. So Swansea as a place to study was ideal for me. And you're only on it, you know, the transport links are great, you can go elsewhere as well and explore Wales. I really loved Swansea, and I didn't want to leave, which is why I did the MA in creative writing in Swansea as opposed to anywhere else.
And the MA took you across a whole range of forms of writing and approaches to writing, didn't it?
Yeah, it was great. They really encouraged you to go across different platforms, which I think is really important in creative writing. I'm not sure whether you get that in many other places. It was across radio, stage writing, screen, radio. It was fantastic. Short fiction, long fiction, they kind of covered a little bit of everything. It was a crash course in everything you needed to know about creative writing, really. It was fantastic.
And how has that set you up for your work at the BBC?
I had such a broad range of experience on the MA that I had the confidence to speak up and say that I could work across different platforms and different media, which I think is really important in the media industry at the moment. I wasn't scared to try out anything new because I'd already done it on the MA, and I'd had feedback from the MA which allowed me to improve myself then, and that really helped in the job and applying for the job, because it was quite a competitive scheme to get onto, and I would never have had the confidence to do so well if I didn't have confidence in my own work and my own writing and know that I had something to offer the BBC when I was applying for these things.
One of the things that I think we try to do in creative writing is to get people, and this is both at BA and MA, is to get students to understand the difference between writing for themselves and writing for a public. Maybe you can talk a little bit about that, the idea of public writing.
Yeah, I think for any writer it's quite a scary thing to start sharing your work with people, and I think at the start of my writing career I was definitely quite insular. I didn't share it with anybody, but coming onto the MA, although it was quite a scary thing then to start sharing your work with people, it was the best thing I could have gained from the course, really, encouraging me to speak to other writers and set up my own little network of friends among other writers and share and support each other through the MA and afterwards. Now leaving, we still keep in touch, we still share our work, because it is a very different thing. The most important thing I think with any piece of writing is knowing your audience, knowing who you're addressing and why, and especially working in the BBC now, that's something that I think should really be at the forefront of everybody's mind, and sometimes people forget, but the MA has taught me to never forget that, and that's been really important for me.
Kelsey, what sort of doors have been opened to you, both practically and in terms of your looking at your future?
It's opened up doors for me in the sense that I think multi-platform writing is extremely important, and it's something I'm very passionate about. I'm involved in a lot of social networking sites where you can share your work. I blog regularly, and that's fantastic because you get a regular stream of readers. And I think it's really important to express your work across different networks. And as well as that, I've been involved in more traditional stuff with, I've had a couple of plays on. One was recently taken up to Theatre Clwyd in North Wales as part of the Sherman Theatre, which I was introduced to through an email from the MA. So they encouraged me to spread my work across different places, and I think it's just really important to keep your doors open and keep writing across different networks.
Your traineeship has given you a taster of news and features, documentaries and drama. Where do you think the future lies for somebody like yourself?
I think hands down is drama. I've had such an amazing time on the MA to explore factual things and other types of writing, because the MA is extremely broad, but drama is where my heart is, and drama is where I'd like to go in the future, and the MA has absolutely set me up for a career in that. What I've enjoyed the most on the course, and something that I'm continuing to enjoy after I've left, so hopefully it'll be drama.
Good. Kelsey Richards, thank you very much.